Conflict is people don't realize how much of Africa's food supply comes from the Ukraine, like an astonishing amount. So if you have this war that goes on forever and there's not enough food going to Africa, are you going to have a bunch of starving, desperate people who are like pissed off because they're starving, who hate European civilization because they don't have, they're not getting the food that they were expecting to get?
Strongly condemn Mr. Ramaphosa's misguided decision to extend the invitation to Zelensky, the puppet president of Ukraine. The MK views this move as a clear alignment with European and Western imperialist interests and an affront to South Africa's historical position of non-alignment and anti-imperialism. Accordingly, Mkhonto Wesizwe will formally oppose any official visit of Zelensky to South Africa, and we will stage protest against the visit of Zelensky into South Africa. We do not want him to come because he has been a puppet of the North Atlantic Treaty Organization-led militarism, which sought to destabilize Eastern Europe and possibly the entire world through an unjust and unfair expansion of NATO forces.
Patriot missile batteries.
Oh, I don't know. He's always looking to purchase missiles. He's against. Listen, when you start a war, you got to know that you can win the war. Right? You don't start a war against somebody that's 20 times your size, and then hope that people give you some missiles.
However, he is one among the few who have said something that makes sense. I think he said, we cannot use our money to fight a war in Russia when we've got it to be building our country. There are not many who have said so, but he have said it. We take note of that because it is important. But as to
the president's message has been simple and consistent from the beginning. To countries around the world, bring us your best offers, and he will listen. Deals will only be made if they benefit American workers and address our nation's crippling trade deficits. America does not need other countries as much as other countries need us, and President Trump knows this. He's going to use the leverage of our markets and our country to the advantage of the people he was sworn in to represent. On the other hand, countries like China, who have chosen to retaliate and try to double down on their mistreatment of American workers, are making a mistake. President Trump has a spine of steel, and he will not break, and America will not break under his leadership. He is guided by a firm belief that America must be able to produce essential goods for our own people and export them to the rest of the world.
Why? Because Gaddafi, and I met him 3 times. I took Biden on my second trip to Libya, by the way. He went with me when I spoke to the whole country. And every meeting I had with Gaddafi, he wanted 2 things. He wanted to unite the African continent into a group of nations economically, like the European economy. He wanted to base it on the gold standard. And the U.S. and Europe didn't want that. And the other thing is they wanted control of his oil, and they wanted control of his sovereign wealth. So Gaddafi had to go. That's outrageous, and it's wrong.
The voluntary prepayment of health. Yeah. We rely more on that more than many countries, and it's us and the U.S. And everybody knows the U.S. system is extremely expensive. It's going to collapse very soon. Even Barack Obama.
With the Obama, what's it?
Obamacare, yes. Yeah, Obamacare was a nickname to ridicule it. Actually, it was affordable health care because Obama was trying to make health care affordable. It was the NHI of America, but they fought it just like our own NHI here at home is being fought.
Not all police officials or officers are corrupt, but the community that we serve often articulate a concern that a number of the police who are serving them are corrupt. Now, we need to address this. We need to begin in a visible way to distance our police from corrupt activities. And the police also must act against those amongst the police who embark on corrupt activities.